Hi everyone, welcome back. This is going to be a little craft with me video, and if you're wondering, yes, I am currently sitting on the floor because it was easier to spread out on the floor than it was to try and fit this on the desk as it stands. I probably should turn the lamp round so you can see better, a bit of light on the subject. But essentially I'm going to be making some key rings. So here is a fake one that I made. This isn't actually my name. I just decided to test it out with a bit of a fake one. Now, I do have to say I got a little bit of air bubbles in the back, and I think the star, I need to place the name a little bit higher for the star to work, but I'm not too bothered by it. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be making. So I bought a set of these keyring blanks. So it was a 300-piece set on Amazon. I think it was £16. So you got 60 key rings, 60 of the chains, 60 of the acrylic circles, 60 tassels in all different colours, and then also 60 little split pin screw in eye hole things, which I still haven't worked out why we have them, and then 60 jump rings to attach the chain to the disc. So yeah, this is what I'm going to make. So I used my Cricut, and this is white vinyl that I purchased from Amazon, just a big white roll that came with some fancy like holographic leopard print stuff. But anyways, so that is white shiny or gloss even vinyl, and then the coloured vinyl on the back is this vinyl here. I bought that from a set from Amazon as well. Both of those things are in my most recent Amazon haul. Please excuse my little Star Wars bag there. And it was just this set here even. So what I did, there's me in my pyjamas, is I kind of laid out all of the sheets and then kind of matched the tassel to its best, kind of most accurate colour match. I didn't want to use white because the names are white, so I'm going to use black for the white tassel. Could have used grey, I suppose, but I just don't think it will stand out as much, so I'm going to do a black and white one. And what I then did is I cut a piece of card. It was 6 centimetres by 6 centimetres, and then I cut out the black vinyl from that. And as you can see, it was a little bit too big, that piece, so I trimmed it down by about 1 centimetre, so it's 5 by 6 roughly centimetres. Just cut it out of this little scrap of card that I have, which I can now label and have that as my little template. And then I cut out enough pieces of each of the colours of vinyl for each of the tassels. So I've got, for example, I've got 3 pieces, or even 4, there should be, yeah, 4 pieces of that purple vinyl and 4 of those purple tassels that are going to match it. And then my plan is to sort of batch. I've cut out all of the names that I'm going to need from my class. I haven't done the other class yet, and a couple of adults. And then I'm going to go through my Cricut and cut out all of the kind of coloured circles at once, so I've got all them ready, and attach that to the key rings. So that I will share with you. The only thing I won't share with you is most of the names going on. I'll do a couple of fake ones because I'll just be able to pick that back off again. But I'm gonna, yeah, get cutting on my Cricut now. Okay, so I've done all of these ones, and I've actually also done some brown and orange ones here, but I couldn't really share much of that with you because I needed my phone to do the actual work on Cricut. But what I've been doing is taking these little discs, and I have this tapestry needle. So this is from a set from Poundland that, to be honest, I used to get rid of all of these tapestry needles, and I just happened to find this one in the drawer because my Cricut like weeder tool I can't find. But this has worked out. Oh, hello, that's one of my hairs, just got out of that shower. So yeah, I just have been using this. Am I missing one? Oh no, there's one underneath here. So I've just been going through, I think I've done that one already, just taking one side of the clear film off, and then these are the kind of cut circles, and literally just peeling one bit off. And they don't need to be perfect on here because it's just brush strokes, but just sticking it a little bit at a time, rubbing my finger over it, putting the appropriate coloured tassel onto it, and then moving it to one side. So I've literally just been doing that for the last, I think it's probably taken me quite a while actually, mostly because the cutting has taken quite some time anyway, but then doing all the sticking at the same time has taken some time. But as you can see, it's not particularly hard, especially as you don't need to be absolutely perfect with them. But then I've got loads of these little bits left over, but I can't work out if they're worth keeping or not, Because if I pull these ones from the side, I literally have all of these. So I didn't know if maybe I could make use of this in some sort of scrapbook layout or something. I don't really know. I think they're a bit too small. My rational side of my brain is saying, get rid of these. Why would you keep all these random little bits of vinyl? But my crafting brain is saying to me, I'm sure we could find something fun to do to use that for. But let me do it this way round. Yeah, so these little like brushstroke things I bought on Etsy rather than just spending ages finding them. Sometimes some little air bubbles come through on the other side and they're a little bit of a pain, but it's fine. Yeah, so now each of these have got the tassel attached to them, and what I probably should do is go through and take the plastic off of the other side of all of them so that they're all ready to have names put on, but I won't bore you doing that. But I'm just going to take, I did a few sort of random names, it didn't matter because they're not names of the kids in my class, but as I say, because I don't have my weeding tool, this is going to have to be done with the needle and hope for the best. So I've just done the initials TJ for this one, just because I thought it would be easy to do on camera to share with you. And this is not the most expensive vinyl. I'm just going to stick that to my finger for a minute. So I'm sure I'd be able to peel it off afterwards. I had a little piece of transfer tape yesterday. Do you think I know where that is today? Of course not. Helpful. I'm going to cut another little piece because I can't be bothered to spend 39 years looking for it. So I always make the transfer tape a little larger than what I actually need, because it just makes life easier for myself. So let's peel this off. Like this. And then what I'm going to do, because this transfer tape has guides on it, which is quite handy, I can use this to line up the letters as best as I can. Rub them down to make sure they're definitely on the transfer tape really well, which they are not. Peel them off, and then it's a case of choosing a colour. So in this case, I'm just going to grab this blue here. So this is the side that's got the vinyl on it. So I want to turn it over, and I want to take the plastic off of this side, and then find where I want to position the letters. That looks about right. And then the last finishing touch, I've cut out a load of white stars on this vinyl, but rather than use the transfer tape, I can literally just peel these off when I want them. Add a little star to the keyring. So now I've got the name on a keyring, I've got the tassel on the key chain, and then I've got these little jump rings. If I can get one out of the bag. And I'm just going to use my pliers to hook onto the end of the chain, and then to go through the loop on the disc, and then close it up. And that's it. That's all there is to it. So these are really, really easy to make. And then what I've done is I've got these little holographic bags from BB Craft in 3 different sizes, but this little size is just perfect to package up the keyring. And I did wonder to myself if I could add a little charm or something to the bags just to make them a little bit snazzier, because I've got all different like lollipop charms and things from AliExpress. I've got larger lollipops, I've got little, oops, knocking things, I've got little gummy bears and stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure that I'll get around to doing that because this is going to take me long enough. So yeah, so if I just grab one of those little bags to show you, where are the little bags? Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me tonight? Here they are. These are the little bags, and then I can literally slide this in, try and do a little bit of a better job of displaying it. Oh my goodness. This is what you get. It's actually about 11 o'clock at night. And I still have several more days of school to go. But there you go. Yeah, so there's a little keyring. I'll obviously sort out the tassel a little bit. I just can't be bothered to keep faffing on camera. But that's what they end up looking like. So I think they're really fun, actually. I really like them. And they're a really, really simple craft. But wish me luck, because it's already really, really late. And I have all of these to do. I've only actually cut out the names for the children in my class. I haven't done the other year 6 class. And it will be a case of seeing if I have time. I also brought those bookmark blanks. But in all honesty, I'm not sure how I'm going to end up with time to do those. I did do a coat of the green glitter to test them, but in all honesty I just think I'm going to run out of time. I always leave it last minute. So yeah, but I thought that was a really fun little craft to share with you. Hope you liked them, hope that was useful, and if you need me to, I can insert some footage of me creating these on Cricut Design Space, but anyone that's got a Cricut can make these. They're so super simple. And the CVC file, SVG file that I bought of these brush strokes is exactly the right size for this size acrylic blank. I didn't have to resize them at all. I just had to resize the fonts and the stars. So yeah, hope you like, and I'll see you again soon. Lots of love. Bye.